Cool.
See him?
I see him. There he is. He loves you so much.
He does. He's kind of a little bastard about it, though.
Yeah, he is. I just realized that I need to get the creator's name. I need to do that right now. Fen Slattery. Baby boy, do 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 do. Hmm?
ASMR, petting Oliver.
Petting Oliver.
You are so soft.
Hmm.
You've got a good amount of fat.
He does. Okay, ready when you are.
Ready?
Do you want to angle your camera back up or?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. And we're live. Hello. Hello there. Welcome to another episode of our indie TTRPG nights. Tonight's game we will be playing is What's a Vaporwave? Made by the amazing Fen Slattery. You can find their work at Sublime March on Twitter and on itch.io and all other places.
You to know, today I was explaining to my mother the game that we were going to be playing, and in the process of explaining that, I had to try and explain what Vaporwave was to her.
So you've got a good primer into this game.
I've already played the game.
Yeah. So you can just go, and I'll just take care of things from here.
You can play with Oliver.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Oliver.
To monopolize my keyboard.
He is everything and all, and everything is about him. So you can only see him. Yeah. And there's you. Hello. It's you. Hello.
Are you leaving? Oh, he's leaving now that the camera isn't focused directly on him.
If he doesn't have all the attention, why should he have any? Kind of.
Right.
He's such a diva.
He is.
Anyway, so today we're I keep forgetting if we should introduce ourselves or if we should keep introducing ourselves or not. I mean, it might as well, right? Why not?
Who are you again?
Who am I? I'm Avery. I use she, her pronouns, and this is my channel, so welcome. Who are you?
And I use they, fair, or its pronouns. And I have a channel of my own, Small Vico, SMOLVICO. I haven't streamed there in a while because brain stuff, but hopefully this Monday.
Monday. I'm excited. You're still doing drawing stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I still haven't gotten my new computer that will actually run when I try and stream and play video games simultaneously.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So we're going to be playing What's a Vaporwave? I like saying it like that. Like a real what's a vapor? What? Like it's like I'm doing a Seinfeld voice. What's the deal with Vaporwave? Anyway. What's the deal? I'm just tickling myself. Just. Okay. Here's my wine. So, what's a What's a Vaporwave is a two-player role-playing game about explaining Vaporwave to your grandpa. Now, normally it's played via text messages, but we're gonna just go for it as like a back and forth kind of thing. And Vaporwave understanding is unnecessary. So,
I don't know anything about Vaporwave. I
okay,
almost swore there, but I didn't. I think we're doing good
we're
this
doing
time.
good. Let's see how long we can go. So there are two main characters in this game. There's the grandpa, and then there's Casey, the grandchild. Um, Grandpa uses way too much punctuation, doesn't understand emojis, uses them anyway, loves their grandchild, has never heard of Vaporwave. Now, Casey, on the other hand, has somewhere to be in an hour, kinda understands Vaporwave, and loves their grandpa. So, we drew straws earlier, metaphorically, and Vico will be playing the role of Grandpa, and I will be playing the role of Casey.
It works because I'm already the grandpa friend. I exist in sweaters, and I'm constantly going, get off my lawn.
You don't have a lawn.
If I had a lawn, metaphorically, my state of being is just generally, get off my lawn.
That is true. Okay, so Grandpa begins by saying, "You go."
You, kiddo.
Hey, Grandpa. Um, Not much. Just went to a pretty cool concert with my friends. They play some new vaporwave stuff. It was interesting.
What is a vaporwave?
So could you repeat that? Because the first thing you said got cut off. But
Sounds fun, kiddo. What's a vaporwave, though? Kiddo? Smiley face.
smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji. Um. Oh, geez. It's kind of complicated. I don't know if I don't know if that's something. It's sort of a complicated. It's like a music genre,
Like jazz?
kind of like jazz. They use jazz in some of them. Yeah.
Does it sound good? I'm sorry, I don't understand these newfangled music genres.
It's
As an aside, are you Googling what vaporwave is
I
right
am
now?
not googling what vaporwave is. I'm going solely off of my hands are off the keyboard. there is no vaporwave searching here.
There's no cheating.
There's no cheating here. I'm just trying to think of the funniest thing to say. Um, yeah, it's not really new. It's sort of from like the early 2000s, mid to late 2000s. So it's not really new.
Well, it's certainly not classical.
No, it's not classical, but they use classical in it too.
So they use classical and jazz, so it's some kind of jazz classical,
It's kind of
classical
electronic.
jazz.
They use electronic music in it too, I think.
What's electronic music?
Well, they make music using like computers and stuff.
Like beep boop, beep bop?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
Huh.
And yeah.
electronic, it's beep boop, beep bop, and jazz, and classical.
Yeah, it's like a mix of those things. You really don't you know there are other emojis, right? Sorry, grandpa, that was mean.
I know. Heart emoji.
Aw, I sent a heart emoji back.
Heart eyes emoji.
Okay, that's getting weird.
An emoji that I think is rolling eyes emoji, but definitely isn't. Situationally inappropriate emoji here.
Eggplant, uh-oh.
Just like Grandpa, I Vico don't really understand emojis.
Me neither, really. Um, do you have any other questions about Vaporwave?
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Oh, I don't.
Emoji.
I don't really listen to it all that much. I mean, just aside from the band that we just listened to.
I still don't know what a vaporwave is.
Well, it's also not just a music genre, Grandpa. It's like, and it's like it's a way of like it's a style. It's a style. People make art where they kind of combine like classical art and like cool computer art of like the 80s and stuff like that.
Slept through the 80s, kiddo.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't alive, so like I can only guess on like Stranger Things and all that, but like from what I've seen, it's kind of like that.
Strange things in the 80s, from what I've heard.
This is so much fun. I gotta say, we barely started, but this is still so much fun. Oh my god, yeah, Grandpa, there was some strange things in the 80s. I've heard.
So, so let me. So when you say they take classical art and other art, and is that really like, are they drawing new stuff or are they
Well,
copying?
sometimes they like take art that's already made and they put it into new art. Like it's and then like there's a bunch of lines and stuff and it's like all grids and sometimes there's like a sun in there and there's space.
Like Dadaism?
I didn't know you were an art history major. You don't understand Dada. Yeah, kind of like Dada, sure.
Listen, Dada was big when I was your age.
But you slept through the 80s.
I was born from the
What are
80s.
you? What kind of eldritch creature are you?
Dada, I'm sorry, Dada was the only. Dada is the only art movement that I, Vico, actually understand. So
That was like post World War One.
no, it was the 1920s that makes this grandpa like over 100 years old.
Yeah. I mean, he probably using cryostasis during the 80s apparently, or
When
something.
was postmodernism? When did postmodernism happen?
Oh my god, when did post? This is Avery trying to figure out when postmodernism happened. Um, eh, eh.
Teeth vaporwave.
No, it's not vaporwave. That's the second week in a row we've mentioned Roomful of Teeth. They're good. You should listen to them. Free
They
plug.
are pretty good. They also give me like existential crises, but not as bad as Become Ocean.
Two plugs in one in one show. Yeah, listen to Become Ocean. That's also a fun experience. It's like a half hour long.
Like 40 minutes.
Yep.
And I always like disassociate during it, but like in a good way.
Mm-hmm. You're becoming ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to Vaporwave. Um, who was the last person to do a message? I forget.
Thing about Dadaism, but I kind of want to backtrack on it.
No, no, no. You don't get to. You don't get to backtrack. I said, yeah. I said it's kind of like Dadaism, I guess. I mean, I literally just had to look up what Dadaism is, but like, yeah, I knew. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Wait,
That's Kate. That's my character speaking. I Avery know what Dadaism is. I am quite familiar with Dada.
we understand and support Dada in this house.
Support your local Dada artist, which is usually just someone who likes to do shit for giggles. There, I cursed. There, I did it.
Dadaism was about the breakdown of society that was caused by the World War.
Hmm.
It's kind of unfortunate looking back on it because the entire movement of Dadaism was based around the idea that nothing makes sense anymore because we had World War I had just finished and the people who invented Dadaism were like, fuck man, if all of the rules can be thrown out like that and we can do something so huge and so fucked up, then nothing matters anymore, and we are going to represent that by just creating some real bullshit with no real meaning in order to show people how little meaning anything has at all. And then World War II happened, and it was like, oh fuck, it happened twice, huh? So, you know.
Sorry, I was just checking chat. I listened to everything you said, and everything you said was very correct.
I'm glad.
But I had to. Two things. First, I had to bump up your volume because I forgot that I pulled it down, so everyone should be able to hear you better now. And Racius is in chat and saying he's not a huge fan of Dota. He prefers League of Legends, which is a very good joke that I thought should be highlighted. Thank you, Racius, for that fantastic joke. Back to Vaporwave.
So Vaporwave is Dada?
I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, it's not exactly Dada, but it's more Dada than not.
Electric. Is it like your cousin sent me the most interesting video the other week of people making music with lightning. Is that Vaporwave?
I don't know, Grandpa. I don't know. I have to be honest. I'm not super sure if that's Vaporwave or not. If they put it over like a dope backtrack and like put some radio sounds over it, it might be Vaporwave. And some jazz music.
No, it was just the lightning.
It was just the lightning? Then I'm not sure that's Vaporwave.
Oh. Well, I enjoyed it, I think. It was very loud.
Yeah, so is Vaporwave. So.
Most music you kids listen to today is loud.
Yeah. It's because we've all blown our eardrums out, I think.
Smiley face.
Nice talking to you, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, kiddo.
Yay! Do you have a do you think Grandpa has a kind of an understanding of vaporwave?
Grandpa thinks that Vaporwave is data, but music.
Okay, that's not too far off. I don't think. Shall we shall we switch roles?
Yes.
Okay. Do you
I
what do you want to
This
do?
says that I am still quiet.
You just might need to speak up.
I can try to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
Here he
way,
is. Here he is. There he is. There he is. He is a little grumpy man.
he's grumpy because I evicted him from my lap.
It's true. Okay, so I'm Grandpa now.
Okay. What's something that you don't understand, Avery?
Let me look at the suggested list that the game provides. You know what? I'm not going to give you. Which I am because you're the one who has to mention it. I don't understand Bitcoin.
Oh boy, neither do I. Let's do it.
What's new, kiddo?
Oh, nothing much, Grandpa. I've been doing pretty well. Except one of my friends has gotten really into like Bitcoin trading, and been we've been trying to stage an intervention for him. So that's been a lot.
Oh, that sounds serious, kiddo. What's a Bitcoin?
Okay, well, first of all, it's not a drug.
Okay, I was a little worried that it was a drug. Is
Don't
it a
worry.
is it a like a one of those new Pokemon things?
I think Pokemon can be involved, but no, it's not. It's not like it's like money, but faker than money.
Well, you know what I always say, money all money's fake. That's right.
Yeah, but that's true, Grandpa. But this is like even more fake. It's another level of not real.
Is it like can you hold it? Can you pick it up? Is it like a thing you
It is
buy?
not. It is not a physical thing. It's entirely digital. I think you can buy bitcoins. I think for like for like USD, but you can also buy things with Bitcoin. But the conversion rate is like ridiculous.
So if I want to so I got a call the other day about some person who wants me to invest all my money in this Bitcoin thing.
Oh no. Oh, Grandpa, don't.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to explain that to your grandma.
Oh God, Grandpa, we've talked about this. Don't go investing things. I
I
know,
know.
I know money is fake, but we have to work within the existing societal framework right now.
I know, until we seize the means of production, like we always say. Yes, like I've always taught you, you're a good child, you're a good child, you understand.
Thank you. For the workers. Um, but yeah, Bitcoin is like, I think it's like a rich people thing that rich people do in order to have yet another thing that they're rich in. I think you can like make Bitcoin.
Well, what does that mean? How do you make something out of nothing?
I don't know. I think some websites like generate Bitcoins.
Websites? How do websites do that?
like through clicks or something, like the amount of clicks that they get. Maybe
Clicks as in what's a click?
like when you open a website and you have to click uh, select things on the website in order to get
Yeah,
around it.
yeah, like that. Like
That's
there's
that's
the
like a click.
download. There's the download screen, and then there's like 15 different download now buttons. So I just click them all.
Oh, Grandpa.
The
Oh
computer's
no.
the computer's been acting real slow lately, and I'm not really sure why.
I can. You know what? I'll come over tomorrow and I'll I'll help you install a malware,
What's a
an
malware?
anti-malware. Malware is like bad digital stuff that can get onto your computer, and there's like programs that you can download that will protect your computer. I will come over and I will do that for you, Grandpa.
Okay, kiddo. That'd be great. Blush face emoji. Forgot about the emoji part. I need to keep incorporating emojis.
Okay,
Robot
don't
emoji.
don't download anything else until
Oh,
I come over.
but I wanted to learn more about Bitcoin.
I
So
mean,
you're
I don't think you want to explain that to Grandma, right?
no, you're right.
Okay.
So Bitcoin is like a money, right?
It's like a money.
That isn't real,
Right.
but
It's
you can
like
still buy things with it.
you can still buy things with it. Some people are Bitcoin rich. They
But are
have a
they
lot of
actually
Bitcoin.
rich?
The, in terms of Bitcoin, I guess. Um, I don't know. There are some things that you can buy with Bitcoin. I guess you can use it on like the dark web. I've heard you can use it on the dark web.
Whoa, what's the dark web? Is that like
God,
is that like going online, going on the computer after bedtime? Cuz sometimes I do that to play my games, like
no, no,
solitaire and
that's okay. The dark web is like, how you told me that during the war you like smuggled stuff?
yeah, I
The
remember.
dark web is like for that. It's the internet but for smuggling stuff, but not like for good reasons. Not
So so I can buy like drugs there.
why do you want to drive? Why do you want to buy drugs?
I'm just saying the pharmacist has been kind of on my nerves lately with all the medications I have to take.
Okay, you should keep going to your pharmacist. You can buy drugs, but not the kinds of drugs that you take.
Oh, you mean like them bad drugs?
Yes, like like narcotics, Grandpa.
Right, right, right.
I know back in your day they used to prescribe cocaine for things. They don't do that anymore, and cocaine is in fact illegal.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that because I'm so old, apparently.
I know, Grandpa. I know. Did you have any other questions? I've got a thing that I have to get to.
Oh, no, it's okay. Go to your thing. I'll send you something for your troubles. Thank you.
Thank you. Please do not buy Bitcoin or drugs.
I won't.
Okay, bye, Grandpa. I love you.
Bye, I love you. So you get sent a crisp $20 bill, which is as it says in the rules. If
Woo!
Grandpa understands, Grandpa mails Casey a crisp $20 bill. Okay.
I
Let's,
don't know how much of what I said about Bitcoin was true.
honestly, me neither. So,
I wanted to start talking about like Dogecoin and all of the other like blank coins
okay.
that I've heard about, but I know even less about them except that they're a Bitcoin knockoff, which means that they are even lower on the totem pole of realness. It's like Plato. You know how Plato there was the world of ideals where the ideal version of everything existed, and then there was our world where the copies of the ideals existed, and then there was art which was a copy of the ideal, and then there was interpretation of art which was a copy of a copy of a copy of copy of the ideal, except with money, which isn't even real at the base level, at the base platonic level.
I just love I just love giving you a topic and just letting you go. Just letting you just do your thing. It's like this is why like I don't even like stop you when we're not even doing the game anymore. I'm just gonna let this happen.
I'm
This
just
might
gonna
as well.
listen. I changed my major 4 times. I know shit.
You know lots of things.
I know a lot of things about dirt. I know more things about dirt than I want to.
Children, this is dirt.
Dirt,
Dirt, dirt,
dirt,
dirt,
dirt, dirt.
dirt. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's switch. Now I am Casey again. Your
All right,
grandpa.
Grandpa.
What's something you don't understand and would like me to explain to you?
Music thing. Try and explain to me a music thing, because you say music terms to me and I don't understand them.
Okay, you're gonna have to pick something.
Um, Ivor, what have you been learning about? Like,
I've been um I can try and teach you about music theory. How about that?
okay.
Okay. So you start.
Hey, kiddo, how's it going? What's new?
Oh, it's
Winky face.
it gets me every time. And the noise that came out of my throat when you did that, it was like a weird hoarse wheeze sound, and I'm not sure how to explain. Hi, Grandpa. Not much. Just have a lot of music theory classes that I'm taking at college. You know.
Music theory? What's what's there to what's there to be theoretical about?
Well, a lot of things actually. Um, it's it's about the study of music and like how music sounds and all that.
Thought that's what. So it's like learning how to play music? I thought you already knew how to do that, kiddo.
No, it's not like learning how to play music. It's like learning how to read music and um my god, now that I'm actually thinking about this is such a wild topic. How do I explain music theory?
Please.
Well, it's like learning how to read music and like understand how music works.
Like how to play.
No, no, not how to play. Like I told you, not how to play. Like, okay, say I wanted to like write a melody. You know what a melody is, right?
I'm pretty sure.
It's like a
Like now
little
you're throwing all these words at me, and I don't know if I know anything anymore.
it's like a little tune that you hum, like a do 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 kind of thing.
Like what we like the songs we used to sing at the picket lines when we
Yes.
were blockading the factories.
I love all their grandpas are just so radical.
Listen, I am basing most of my grandpas off of my Uncle Max, who every time I meet him rants about how much he hates Ronald Reagan and like about Union history and labor law.
I love that. Um yeah, like the ones they used to sing in the picket lines. Um yeah.
Okay, so it's about melodies.
Well, not just melodies. There's also harmony, which is like chords, like multiple notes played at once that make it sound pretty.
Okay,
Like
following you so far.
you've listened to like a barbershop quartet, right?
Yes.
How they all sing different notes at the same time.
Yes, I do believe they do that.
Yeah, so they're doing what's called harmony, and then they change notes each time the melody changes notes, and it changes the harmony. And so music theory is like studying what those changes are and how we write those changes on sheet music. Grandpa?
Thinking of where to respond. This is me because like I was thinking of where to respond, and all I want to say as Grandpa is like, I used to date a barbershop quartet.
What? What?
That's how I met your grandma.
There's a lot to unpack there.
She threw her shoes at me.
Yes, Grandpa. Is there anything else about music theory that I can explain to you?
It's about writing music.
Sort of, partially, yeah. You have to understand it to at least somewhat to write music.
So it's like grammar, but for music.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually very much like grammar, but for music. And the way we structure music is kind of like a subject clause, subject object. It's like kind of
Oh.
yeah, it's a lot like that. I should have appealed to your English teacher in you, Grandpa, which you were apparently in your time.
In my time. This was before the barbershop quartet.
Or was it before the barbershop quartet? But was it after the picket lines?
No, it went English teacher, barbershop quartet, picket lines.
Picket lines.
Grandma
Okay.
introduced me to the picket lines. I met her through the barbershop quartet.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Those were some wild times, kiddo.
They sound like wild times. Yeah. Is there any other music theory things questions you have? I've got like a rehearsal in like a half hour, but I can still talk to you if you need.
No, I think I understand. Good luck on your homework, kiddo.
Thanks, Grandpa. I love you.
And be careful around barbershop quartets.
Like you always say, yes, Grandpa.
I'll tell you that story someday.
Please do. I'd love to hear it.
And then I mail you a crisp $20 bill.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
also a kissy face emoji.
Ugh.
My mom uses kissy face emojis, and I never know how to. And I'm always just like, okay, I understand the sentiment, but I wish you wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm
Let's.
gonna
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Lumpy.
He's just a lumpy little coal, lumpy piece of coal.
He has been like cling film today.
He
I haven't been home very much this week, so
missed
he
you.
has been, yeah, been glued to my side.
Oh, poor baby. Okay. Now it's my turn to be grandpa. What's something oh gosh, what's something I don't understand? Um
Can it be an archaeology thing?
yeah,
Can
I
I talk
was
about old wand tools?
sure if you could repeat what that is.
Forgotten Oldowan
Old the one?
tools? Oldowan.
Old the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've forgotten most of what I learned about it, as I did with most stone tool knowledge, because that's not my forte.
Okay.
My
Hey
professor was very enthusiastic about it.
hey kiddo, kissy face emoji. What's up? Winky face emoji. Hard eyes emoji.
Oh god, this is like having a text conversation with my grandma. um, Hi, Grandpa! I'm doing well. I have this whole research thing I have to do about uh, Oldowan tools, but
What?
other than that, it's been pretty good.
Oh, that's great, kiddo. I'm glad to hear it. What's an Oldowan tool?
Wish I knew. Um, well, so Oldowan tools are like the oldest stone tools that we've been able to find. They were made by like early hominids, so like before humans. Before
So
the things that our species was before being humans
weren't
they
we
used.
weren't we monkeys before we were humans?
Kind of. Um, it's more like every species of monkey and ape descended from the same group of early apes. So it's not like there were silverback gorillas and then some of them became humans. It's like there was something else and some of them became silverback gorillas and some of them became humans instead of silverback gorillas.
So you're saying we weren't monkeys?
We were not technically monkeys.
So
We were apes. No tails. Monkeys have tails and apes do not.
right, so we weren't gorillas?
We were not gorillas either. But gorillas are descended from the same group of apes that we are.
So does that make us like brothers?
Kinda. I mean, we share more DNA with them than we do with bananas, so.
What's DNA?
Oh my god.
I had a young, humble upbringing. I don't know what DNA is.
Okay. Okay. So you know how when you're reading, so, so a book is
I read books, yes.
the words
I
that
read those
are.
James Patterson murder novels.
Oh my god. So does my mom. Um,
So does my mom.
why do old people love murder novels?
My mom loves them so much. She watches so much murder content and reads so much murder content. It's so weird.
Right?
Anyway,
I think it's a reaction to being a woman who had to grow up in like the 60s and 70s.
damn, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
okay. So the book isn't just the physical book, it's like also like the content that you get from the writing in the book.
right, the
DNA is the writing that makes people. It DNA is what tells our cells what to do so that they become a person shape.
so like their words, their people words.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They're the instruction manual for creating a human.
Well, that's pretty cool. How do the cells know how to read?
Fuck if I know. That's organic chem, and haven't. I don't do that. That's
Uh, anyway, back to the monkey thing.
yes.
So, so before we were us, before we were humans, we weren't just monkeys,
We we were not monkeys. No, monkeys have tails.
and we don't.
We do not have tails. No.
So then, what came after them?
After what?
After the monkeys with the tails, without the tails.
Okay, those are apes, and that's what we are. We're apes.
Right. You said we all were like related to each other. So like, you said something about hominid, a homily, which is what they sing in church.
No, yes, that's so a hominid is what we call the group of humans are hominids. It's part of like the group of species that are were different enough from just apes and eventually led to being humans.
Okay.
I think it started with Australopithecus.
Are they from Australia?
No, but the first bones were found in South Africa. Australo means south, so Australopithecus.
Oh. So why didn't they just call it South Africa? Because
Because scientists are really pretentious.
aren't you a scientist? Don't be so down on yourself, kiddo.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Blush face emoji. Skull of
Thank you.
face emoji.
That what?
Skull face emoji. Because you're talking about bones.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Of
Um,
course.
so so that's the short version of human evolution.
Right. They don't teach that at church.
They do not know. My professor got into an argument with one of my classmates about it.
Well, that doesn't sound fun.
It was really, really awkward, actually. He gave the rest of us extra credit, though, as an apology.
That's cool. That's cool. That's nice of him. So, what are these tools you were talking about?
Okay, so Oldowan tools um, were made by like the species right before Homo sapiens sapiens, which is us. Humans are Homo sapiens. So Homo erectus.
Like, I don't know if you should be using these types of words around your grandpa, kiddo. Winky face emoji. Eyes emoji.
Have my cousins been telling you about emojis again?
Yeah. Yeah. They come
Okay,
over
stop
a lot.
listening to them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
um, so the scientific name is Homo erectus. That means so man upright because they stood upright
Like we do.
and like we do because they were the species right, but they became human. Um, they made tools, and these tools are called uh, are are Oldowan tools. I don't know why they're called that, but they're made of stone and they're really old, so maybe that's why they're called Oldowan.
Oh, because they're older than Obi-Wan? I remember Star Wars. I was there for the premiere of Star Wars.
I'm so fucking jealous, Grandpa. Um, yeah, they're much older than Obi-Wan.
Wow. And that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes, and this was a long time ago in a galaxy here.
so, so you're saying that people that weren't humans made these tools?
Yes.
So, like, they're not aliens, right?
No, they're not aliens.
Oh,
They're
okay.
the they're the species of hominid that eventually evolved into humans. So it's like what you are to me, Homo erectus is to the human race.
So they're just everyone's grandpa.
Yes.
Okay. 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 And they made tools that were
They
super
made
old.
tools
What's so
that are
different?
super old.
What's so different about their tools and our tools?
Well, we have nicer tools, first of all. Their tools
Uh,
are really hard. I'm actually having some trouble in my class because my professor keeps holding up two different rocks and going, so which one of these is an old one tool? And I keep guessing wrong because they look exactly the same.
so they're just rocks.
They're basically just rocks. They have a little bit of shaping to them, like the people who made them, like instead of just picking up a random rock and using it, they like shaped it to fit their purposes a little better. I have no idea how people tell how that happened.
I
It
mean,
all looks like rocks.
they all look like rocks to me too, kiddo.
Thank
Uh,
you. This is for real Vico editor. Like I did not have to take a class on stone tools. I took it because I really liked the professor and it was a mistake because I knew going in that I knew shit fuck about stone tools. It's like Cindy. I just want to spend more time with Cindy.
rocks. Rocks. Okay. Um, Grandpa will send you a crisp $20 bill.
Great. I'm so glad I got to use our stream as an excuse to rant about hominid evolution and stone tools. Cindy is still out there knowing way more about stone tools than I do.
And she's doing great.
Yeah.
Okay.
wearing her cowboy hat and smoking cigars. God, she's so cool.
I want to meet her. Oh my god.
Right?
She sounds so cool. Okay. Do you want to do one more? We'll alternate one
Going
or
for about an hour.
yeah, I think one more would be good.
What will you explain to me?
Oh geez.
Furries.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's not great because I actually understand furries. I think I might know
You
more about
probably
it,
do know more about it than I do. So,
but I also think that this could be funny.
it certainly will be. Okay. You have to start.
Hey kiddo, what's new?
Hey grandpa. Not much. Just got home from a convention or we walked past the convention really. It was a we shared it with a furry convention. It was a little awkward, but it was fine.
They have conventions for fur coats? Your grandma might like that.
Well, no. It's not like that. It's like they're called furries. It's a group of people.
Really hairy? Is that why they're called? You
No,
shouldn't make fun of people based on their appearance, dear.
no, I'm not doing that. I mean,
Okay.
some of them could be hairy, I guess. It's not a requirement. But there are people who like to pretend or that they are animals sometimes.
Huh. Why? I mean, your grandma and I, back in the 60s, sometimes we used to think we were animals because of, on account of all the LSD we did in the 60s.
That's right. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, Grandpa. No, they don't. I mean, I don't know if they do drugs or not, but they do it because like it's a community and like they like the way animals look and they like to be them. They also like to dress up as them in these suits made out of that make them look like animals.
Like the mink coat your grandma has, or
No, it's more like
well, fake mink.
right.
I couldn't afford real mink.
And also it's also unethical.
It's also unethical. That's right, kiddo.
um no, it's like like when kids put on like school plays and they're like set in like places where animals are and they have kids like dress up as the animals.
I remember your school plays, kiddo.
Yeah, I remember once. You remember once I was a sheep for the nativity scene thing.
And you
That
were the best sheep on stage,
I thank you, but
even
some
though we're Jewish.
yeah yeah it was a little weird that they asked me to do a nativity scene for that. Um, but it's like that they do that, but they do that like all the time, or at least a lot of the time, and they do it for fun, not because the local youth pastor asked you very nicely to do it.
So they're Catholics.
Not all of them. I mean, I'm sure
I
you.
don't want you hanging out with no Catholics.
I promise I'm not hanging out with any Catholics. You raised me right. I'm not hanging out with any Catholics.
I was raised Catholic. I can make these jokes.
Yeah, but no, they're not Catholic. They just like to dress up as animals and hang out with each other.
And That's like it?
They also like to like draw, and sometimes there's not so not so safe for work things.
Like OSHA violations?
Well, no,
That doesn't sound very safe, kiddo.
I mean, not
Ice
safe for work.
emoji.
Ugh, ugh, that made my skin crawl. Okay,
Okay, I, Vico, do not understand what the eyes emoji is about.
it's because I've sent this to you before, but like the "I am looking respectfully" meme.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but also kind of like a knowing glance between two people, like a knowing,
Okay.
like a oh kind of thing.
So it's a sex thing?
That or like it's like a sex thing or relationship thing, like alluding to a romantic or sexual or something like that thing.
Okay. That's
There's
proving that everything I don't understand tends to be a sex thing.
that is true. Um, I mean, Grandpa, it's like stuff that like you wouldn't want to be seen at your job. Not like
Union
OSHA.
pamphlets?
No,
They
like
can't fire you for those anymore.
I know they can't, and you're absolutely right, Grandpa. Um, it's more like
Why, your grandma and I make a trip every year to Reagan's grave and pass out pamphlets for the international workers of the world every year.
I know, Grandpa. It's a big family deal. We also come. It's a big family field trip.
Unions are the lifeblood of this country, and don't you forget it.
Yes, Grandpa. Can I please tell you more about furries?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Sometimes they take drawings of them in inappropriate settings.
Like environments that they don't belong
Maybe, but like also like them doing illicit acts. Well, not illicit, like doing inappropriate acts.
in? Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Hmm.
yeah. I mean, it's not all of them, and I know a lot of people who are pretty chill about it and pretty cool.
Well, let me tell you, kid. I did a lot of LSD in the 60s. I was around a lot of hippies. There was that whole free love movement going on.
I know, Grandpa.
I think that what people do in their bedroom is their choice.
You're absolutely right, Grandpa. I'm so glad to have such a progressive grandpa.
Why, your grandma and I got up to some wild
I don't really
shenanigans
need to hear about that. I really don't need to hear about that.
in
Maybe
our
you
glory
you
days.
can tell me about that later. When I'm not sober. Um,
What were we talking about?
furries, Grandpa.
I think I knew a furry when I was your age. Now
Really?
that I'm now that you mention it,
What did they do?
on second thought, that might have been Bigfoot.
Grandpa, you're saying you met Bigfoot?
I'm not saying I didn't meet Bigfoot.
Do you have any more questions about furries, Grandpa?
I do not.
Okay.
Are they happy?
They're
Are
very
they happy
happy.
folk?
They're very
That's
happy
good for
folk.
them.
That's
That's good
it's
for
very
them.
good for them. Do I get my $20
Everyone
bill?
should be happy except Reagan.
Of course, Reagan should not be happy.
Thank you for explaining
Of
this
course,
to me.
Grandpa. I love you very much, Grandpa.
I love you too. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the annual trip down to Reagan's grave to pass out pamphlets.
Of course, Grandpa. I'll see you there.
All right.
And I get
I
my
send you a $20 bill.
crisp $20 bill.
I attempt to Cash App it to you, but I don't understand how Cash App works, so I just keep writing 20. 20. I just keep texting you 20 and eventually go, I'll just mail it to you.
It's so funny. Sorry. Sometimes you ever laugh so much you start yawning. That's how much I'm laughing. Uh, okay. Well, that was What's a Vaporwave.
Highly enjoyed it.
It's just a lovely way of getting your friends to tell you about things that they're passionate about, or they kind of don't understand, but you can get them to understand for you. It's just a fun game where you just tell your friends to talk to you about furries.
And I can hold everyone hostage to listen to me talk about archaeology things.
Yep. Well, or
Anyway.
yeah, you do that anyway. But here it's you have a reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you to Fen Slattery for making such a fun game.
It's very fun and open-ended.
I love open-ended games. They're so much fun. They have a ton of other games that I'm interested in looking at too. So, yeah. Thank you.
Is there any more for 2-player? Maybe we'll bring one onto the stream.
Oh yeah, I think there is. I think there's at least one more. So we'll see.
Great.
Next week we're going to be doing Told by Starlight again, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
I'm excited.
I like how we both said that as if it was questioning, as if we aren't the two people who decide what we do.
Yes.
We made it sound like some overlord arbiters being like, today you're going to be doing this.
Yeah, has the indie TTRPG overlord decreed that we're gonna play Told by Starlight?
I think they have.
Oh boy, I sure hope so.
Oh boy, me too. We'll find out in the weekly lottery. Oh boy. You may be chosen for death. I don't know. I was trying to make a Hunger Games reference. Anyway. Thank you for watching, for stopping by.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Come stop by tomorrow at 8 p.m. where I'll be playing a game. Haven't decided what that is yet. I will decide by tomorrow. It will be a game.
Yep.
It'll probably be more Oxenfree because playing Oxenfree was creepy but fun, and it's spooky month. So yeah.
Spooky month, my favorite month of the year.
Okay. Where can we find you, Vico?
Oh, you can. I was just about to say you can find me on my Twitch channel, Small Vico, SMOLVICO. I try to stream every Monday at 8 p.m., but I don't always. I'm gonna try and stream this Monday. I do character design. My sister asked me to help her with a tattoo design, so I might be doing that this week.
Ooh. I love that.
Chat and doodle with me. Get out your pens and paper, and you don't have to be good. I'm certainly not.
I have my pen and my paper. I'm ready. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
You can also find me on YouTube. I think that's A Small Vico, ASMALLVICO. I haven't updated my Pyre Let's Play in ages, but there's like 7 episodes up so far. I need to get back into that.
Yeah. And on my YouTube channel as well, just look up Avery Sente, SACCENTE, and you will find the VODs for these streams, except the very first one that we did because that got lost to the internet.
We will hopefully be playing that game again
soon.
The only reason we didn't do it this week is because it is a wee bit emotionally taxing.
It's a heavy. It can be a heavy
It
game.
can be. It can be funny and lighthearted, but it can also quite quickly be
Yeah,
somewhat emotionally taxing.
yeah. The game is called "When the Messages Began" by Lee Ketchum Aldersequente. Oh, I hope I got that right. But
It's a great game.
it's a really great game.
It's available on itch.io, and
Yeah, and
play it if you like.
yeah, and so is this game is also available on itch.io along with Fen Slattery's other work. I have their name like written here. Yeah, pretty much every other game is on itch.io. Give it a glance. Give that site a glance. It's a really great site to look through. But yeah,
great for indie games and supporting indie creators,
which is what we're all about. All right, yeah. Tune in tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, or Monday, or next. We'll see you when you see you. We'll see you. We'll see you when we see you. Hey, all right. Bye bye.
See us when you see us.
Hey, bye bye.
Hey.
Okay.